we read about the 7 churches, and the first church was Ephesus, and the church in Ephesus we read about in the Bible how they had left their sins and you know, how they'd embraced the gospel. The Apostle Paul, of course, he preached to the Ephesians, and they got converted. Jesus tells us that parables were given so that they seeing shall not see, and they hearing will not hear. And in the 7 churches, after each church, we are told a parabolic saying, "He that hath ears to hear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches." So the prophecy given in Revelation chapter 2 and chapter 3 is given in such a way that there's a deeper meaning, a hidden meaning. The Bible talks about the parables, which are earthly stories with a spiritual or heavenly meaning. And this is what we've got to look at when we look at the 7 churches. I believe that the hidden meaning there is for a time zone for each dispensation on earth, and that the church would be within that time zone. For instance, the church at Ephesus, I believe, is the first time zone, which would have been after 93 AD, when the Apostle John was on the Isle of Patmos, and he wrote every word which God had given him in the prophecy. And the predictions we're told in the Bible about what will happen on the face of the earth over a long period of time, and that is from 93 AD to the end of the world, which would be the 7th church period. Here we got to look at, in the first period, what happened to the church. We also read about Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 6, that a day shall be for 1 year, prophetically. So when we read in Daniel chapter 9 about Mashiach will be cut off, and for the transgressions of his people, for us, the transgressions of his people, the Mashiach, or the Messiah, would be cut off. He would suffer capital punishment for the sins of the world, the Mashiach. And the time given was for 70 weeks, which is 490 days. And if we take a day for a year prophetically, that's 490 years. Now I looked from the prophecy of Daniel to the time when Jesus came, and if we looked at Cyrus, the time doesn't work out. But if we look at when the order was given to build the walls, you know, you've got the order given to Ezra and the order given to Nehemiah, and the 2 different kings, King Xerxes, etc. But if we look at the order when the order was given to build the walls, from that time to Christ was exactly 400, and there you have it. So if we look at 490 days, that's 490 years from the time of the building of the walls to the time of Christ. It works out.